We got a lot of stuff to cover this week, so we'll get right to it. But I wanted to start off by telling you about our first video log contest. Would you like to win a couple of DVDs? Well, I'm sure you probably would. Here's how we're going to do it. Somewhere on my website, on the front page, we have the name of the radio show that I appear on in Seattle. Simply tell me the name of the show, and for a bonus chance at extra DVDs, listen to the link and tell me the last movie we talked about. Email those to me at Gareth, G-A-R-E-T-H, at sknr.net, and you are entered. Good luck, and tell your friends, enter often. The more people we get in these things, the larger the contests are going to be. Starting off this week, we're going to do something a little different, and we're going to look at Blu-ray DVDs. Now, I review these on the PS3 gaming system, although you can get a standard Blu-ray DVD player. And the first one we're going to look at is Bridge to Terabithia. It is a film from Disney. It's very good for the entire family, based on a classic novel. It is a touching, charming, bittersweet story of a young girl's coming of age, and it is delightful for the entire family. It has some fantastic special effects, maybe a little too intense for some of the younger viewers, but teenagers will definitely love this. I'd also like to point out that my wonderful wife did a great interview with the stars of the show, and you'll see that on the webpage very soon, so keep an eye out for that one. Switching gears, and definitely the opposite end of the spectrum, as we have an appearance by our office assistant, Eeyore, is Primeval. Now, Primeval is also from Disney. This is from their their Hollywood Pictures label. And this is quite a bit different. This stars Dominic Purcell of TV's classic Prison Break and Orlando Jones in a true life story about a 25-foot man-eating crocodile. This is definitely tons of action, bloody good fun. Do check it out. It is loaded with features such as deleted scenes, backstage commentaries, and much more. One of the reasons we're going to be featuring more Blu-ray DVDs in the future is that I definitely think it is the future of home video format. With the advent of high-definition televisions and home theater surround sound systems, they offer superior video quality as well as audio quality, and I do recommend checking them out if you have not. It's absolutely a night and day difference between the standard DVDs and these. But for those of you who are still on conventional DVDs, let's take a trip back to some of the more classics that are out there. Steven Spielberg presents Pinky and the Brain Volume 3 and Animaniacs Volume 3. For people who like their animation fast, silly, fresh, and creative, these are ones not to be missed. They are coming soon, and definitely worth the time to see. They are the complete full sets, and they are loaded with bonus features and material. For those who want something more in the drama range, I do recommend The Astronaut Farmer, starring Virginia Madsen and Billy Bob Thornton. It's a film about a man who, former astronaut who gave up his chance at space flight to take care of a sick member of the family, but never gave up the dream, and is attempting to build a rocket in his barn, believe it or not. Faced with all sorts of strife, he struggles to overcome all obstacles, and it is a very touching and heartwarming story. We also have an exclusive interview with Virginia Madsen and Billy Bob Thornton on our website, so do check that out in the interview section. Getting back to some of the classic television, a true favorite for many, we have the second season of Beauty and the Beast. It is now available from Paramount. It has every 22 episodes of the groundbreaking second season, features Ron Perlman, Linda Hamilton, has a video introduction on select episodes by the two stars. Definitely well worth seeing. Now let's change gears a little bit and talking about some new Hollywood news. As of about 10 minutes ago, Fantastic Four was the #1 film in the country with over $57.1 million. That is Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer, which you can pretty much bet is going to push a third film into production. How soon? Well, that's the interesting story. J. Michael Straczynski, better known as JMS, the creator of Babylon 5 and the pending Babylon 5: The Lost Tales, has been tapped to write a spin-off film on the Silver Surfer. So you should be seeing that in development within the next 2 years. Taking into account that there's new films of Thor, as well as a new film of Iron Man on the way, and another Batman film, it definitely looks bright for the future of superhero films. Two movies that have been long sitting in development that are finally going to be coming to light are Rendezvous with Rama, starring Morgan Freeman, which is now slated for 2009 based on the classic Arthur C. Clarke novel, and one of my favorites, the updated version of Logan's Run that Bryan Singer of X-Men fame was attached to before leaving the project to helm the Superman franchise. is now reportedly back in consideration to get the film out in 2010. This film will be closer to the classic version of William Nolan's novel, so look for this very soon. It's been up and down, off and on for the last 6 years, but we will keep you posted. And just got word the other day that Uwe Boll has begun production up in Vancouver, British Columbia, on the new film version of Far Cry. This is based on the classic 3D action shooter by Ubisoft, and it stars Til Schweiger in the title role as Jack Carver. More details will follow, as well as a set visit and exclusive interviews. Since we're taking a detour into the world of video gaming, I thought it was only right that we close out this week with a couple of video game reviews. First one up is Nancy Drew and the White Wolf of Icicle Creek. This is a classic teen-rated action-adventure film that covers pretty much the whole gamut of adventure that Nancy Drew is famous for. You are open-ended storylines, free to choose your own outcomes to that, but incise, in-depth, and very creative. So do check that out, especially if you're a fan of the books. And finally, we're going to end with one of the new forays into gaming that has been a little bit controversial. This is Shadowrun, which is one of the new games, along with Halo 2, under the games for Windows. Shadowrun is based on the very popular Xbox 360 game that combines 3D shooters and fantasy role-playing. One of the reasons it was so popular was it was very creative, very fresh genre. A lot of 3D shooters are out there, a lot of role-playing games are out there, but very few games have allowed players to take machine guns, shotguns, grenades, whatever, and combine them with teleportation spells, various other magic. There's a hang glider in it, very, very clever, creative. That being said, this version was very controversial because it requires Windows Vista to operate. A lot of gamers are upset with this because they do not see any reason why the game shouldn't be able to run under XP, and they believe it is a, in their words, forced upgrade by Microsoft to the new operating system. I'm not going to really touch that subject too much, but I'm simply going to look at it that one of the features that it offers is the Windows Live option that allows players to join a service that would allow them to play their PC version against their Xbox-based counterparts. That being said, while it's a novel idea, I did find it very cumbersome after installing the game to have to go through many Xbox Live setups. I'm very used to PC-based games where after installation you simply click play and go into the game. Once into the game, I did find the game very enthralling and entertaining. However, numerous bugs such as a very slow response time, graphical lag, as well as various little issues like numerous tutorials that prevented me from getting straight into the action. I did go online and do a bot mode, but once again I found some of the delays, specifically the mouse response time, lining up with targets to be very cumbersome. This is a very good game that has a lot of potential, but as it stands now, I think it is in need of a patch and some adjustment. So my advice for you is hold off until a couple of patches are out, or buy the Xbox 360 version of it. If you absolutely must have it, it is available, and you can have it right now. A lot of fun when you work it, but I do, caution you, have a little bit of patience with it. And that's it for this week. Stay tuned for more next week, and don't forget the contest, and we'll talk to you soon.